Hello, all you legends out there, and welcome to Season 5 of Timberborn. It's just a little bit of a precursor before we going into version 1, but we've got a lot to do. So there are two main things that I need to do, is block this area over here, because this little bugger right there is going to blow a hole. And then we have these here, so that is obviously new. Well, for me it's new. So we need to block that off, otherwise we're going to have a whole flood coming through here. So first things first, we need to get things going here right away. Got to get ourselves some wood going. So 2 lumberjack flags over here. That's the wrong spot for you. Thank you very much, sir. I need to move you over to the other side. Right over there. And then a straight cut down to over here, which we will have our gatherer's flag over there. And then we'll have a nice little, I think a farm could do good right over there. That's nice. We need to get that. And then next up, always got to get the planning done first. Yeah, something like that should do the trick. And for this, we are going to just, for now, add our firstly power. Nope. We don't have no water wheels. That's going to do the job for us over here. So we need to get that going, and then just a lumber mill. Now, we got ourselves a relic right over here. So we're going to get that one right away. Got to get that immediately. We want to have some water set up as well, so we're going to have a water pump right over there, and need to cut the trees, all of them right around about these here parts. So I would say something like so. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It is officially Steam Next Fest. So if you want to go check out some new demos of upcoming games this year, go ahead, go check it out. Timberborn has set their little thingy of releasing on version 1 back to the 12th. So it's just a tiny little bit of a wait extra that we have to go. I suppose it has to do with strategic things around marketing, I guess, considering there's going to be a quite a few big games are releasing as well. So we want to, I guess that they don't want to have too much attention taken away from them. Makes sense though, to be quite honest. I'm not 100% sure what these strategies are exactly, but I mean, sure thing. Alright, so first things first, we need to get those going, and at least 2 of these. Then I would like to get a medium warehouse over there. We're gonna have these right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Now I would like to get this done as soon as possible, but okay, we can't reach it, so we'll have to get a wee little path over here. There's quite a few things we really need to get going right off the bat. So we want to get to our getting dynamite going real quickly. That's going to be quite important to get going. And then I would like to get this utilized as well. So we're going to use this. Doesn't seem like much is happening over here. That's a gathering flag. Yes, that's good. So we want to get those up and running. Let me just set the working hours a little bit higher for now. Although we are going to set the working hours quite high at the start. And then those, this is going to just be new, not bad tide. That's going to be for plain old water. We want to get that going. Do we have enough space here? I do believe we have enough space. We just need to remove that little tree over there. So let's say we're going to remove that one for another water pump. Great. There you go. Okay, so now that we have that, we are going to immediately start off with our farm. So we're going to have a whole bunch of carrots pretty much all the way over there. And then I think this one we're going to do, let me see, about from there, I think. Something like that. All the way to there. There we go. That should do the trick. Okay, so I'm dividing it up like this because I want to have like a little staircase with platforms to here and then going up and then get over here as quick as possible as well, because we have another relic over here. We are going to immediately unlock the forester. I'm just going to place that over there. Could actually move that one up one more, I think. Do we have space to do that? Sure, maybe. Alrighty, so we need to get up here as quick as possible, like I said. So we are going to get just these over here because they don't really cost a lot to use, the small warehouses. And then naturally we want to use the staircase over here. Get ourselves up here as soon as possible. Now, I don't know if we are going to be able to do this. We are definitely going to try because it's quite necessary. But we are going to definitely work on getting ourselves over here as quick as possible. We need to get the levees unlocked as well. I need the dynamite as well. So there's quite a lot we need to do here. Let's see, what else can we do over here right now? So I got those. Might want to add a few of these now, so I'll do that. Looks pretty good. Now these things are quite interesting. So that's just water seep. Those of you who know, it's just, and well, yeah, for those who know and those who don't, it's basically just a little, never really gives more pressure, so it's limited pressure. So you can't like put a big dam wall here and then have it push up that way, so it has to remain down there. So we need to stop anything from coming into this, otherwise this one here is also going to flood and we do not want that. So let's just get this going as well. So I think that should be good enough. Get that up there. Now, do we have ourselves? Yes, we do. Beautiful. So we can actually start on this. Get that going. I would like to say that we can now drop that one back down to just 2. There you go. So that is now plank production going. We need to immediately work on the... There you go. Let's get that on there as well. We need to focus on the happiness as well, which is very important. Okay, everything looks good so far. I mean, water is going good. Let's just get that one over there. And then as soon as they got that going, we'll up that one as well there. Yes. Good. So those two can go there. We will have this one down here. Now, I would like to keep a little space open over here for... yeah, I can actually do that. Yeah, I wanted to do that actually. Right, once again, the idea is to get as much of the resources as we possibly can. So let's see here. We want to cut these trees over here as well. Now, it's always a bit of a rocky start. Sometimes it can be quite something, but we need to get all those. Then I would also like to get down here, so we're just going to plan this one out as well. So right over there, and then a staircase right there with a tiny little spot over there for them to just place one lumberjack right there. And then we are cutting all of these trees as well. Yep, just about like that. All right, good. Now, what we want to do over here as well is actually, let's see. Now, there's still quite a bit happening here. All right, that's good. Oh yeah, I have 100 over there. We need to get an inventor going as well. So we're going to put that down with well-being. Yes, there is really a lot happening right now, but that's good. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's get that going. Okay, so now with our forests placed, we are going to plant trees. So at the back, we are going to have our oak trees. Oak trees are going to go... let me have a look here. So we'll be doing it from there, I think. Something like so. Okay, obviously there's still quite a bit of trees over there, but it's good to get them all in there now. And then the pine trees will be from there on, I think all the way through, yeah. Yeah, that'll do, that'll do. And then we just want to... Maybe we can add just like so, and then a little bit of extra carrots over here. Yeah, sure, why not? That should do it. That's good. That's a good start right there. Now, like I said, as much of these here as possible, and as soon as possible. All right, so housing. I think we can actually fit in another one over here. Yeah, we can. Oh, that's quite nice. That's quite neat. Okay, so we'll add one over there. We'll just add this here. Now, naturally, what we're going to do is just drop a bunch of these houses up here. And then with the well-being, do we have it now? Oh, we do. Rooftop terrace. Good. Yeah, that's lovely. Right, so these things are real cool. So the geothermal fields, they give you about 400 well, horsepower, beaver power. Gives you quite a bit of power from the get-go, so that is beautiful. Loving that. Now this one, okay, we don't have that yet. We can actually unlock that now, but I don't think that is what we're gonna go for. So what I'm thinking right now is we need to focus on getting this going, and I don't know if we need any planks right now. Do we need planks? I would say no. No, we do not need planks right now, so I'm just going to put that on pause for now. Let's just get that one set up. Alright, lovely, let's go. Alright, so the reason why we're leaving this one open is we're going to use dynamite to get the water through over here. Going to drop it in here so we can have a whole nice freshwater spot right over here, which is really important. And then what we will be doing as well is actually using dynamite to open up this area over here. That is going to help us that if we do have the oopsies over here and it starts flooding, it's going to run down here instead of, well, it's probably still going to cause a little bit of flooding in this area. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see when we get there. But we need to get this as soon as possible. So what I'm going to do here is immediately start planning this out quickly. So I would say, oops, it's not that far. Just something like that. I'll clean that up later. We are going to need more of these. So 2 of those. And then they need to cut the trees all the way through to over here. Whichever ones they can get their hands on. Gotta cut that down. Yes, beautiful. Alright, gotta clean this up actually. So let's see if I can tell them to do that. So I want to get rid of those and those, and yeah, you get the point. I'm gonna just clean this up, get more carrots in there. Now, other than that, and let's just get another one of these in there. Okay, so wood is looking quite fine actually. Need to get someone in there and someone in there. Sure, that's fine. We can drop one of these. Like, well, obviously that is important. We can't do it without the thing that should do it. All right, let's see where we can get with this. Right, so I would say we could use another house right there and just a few extra of these. And actually, oops, we can clear this up later on and add the bigger ones. I mean, right there you can fit in 2 of the big ones, so that is perfectly fine. I'll do that for now. Just add them to be for water. Right over there. I'm going to leave in the description which map I am playing so that you guys can play along if you would like to. It's still on the experimental branch, but I think it's actually a really good one. I really enjoy it. It's quite tricky, to be quite honest. I do enjoy having a bit of a challenge when it comes to Timberborn, but not a big fan of struggling, so I always play it on normal difficulty. So if you'd like to, like I said, play along, I will leave it in the description which map, and I'm obviously using the folktales. Right, so we have our first drought approaching, and we have unlocked the levee. So as you can see, I've just added them right there. They just block it off. When this core explodes, it's basically going to allow the bad water seep through here, and we do not want that happening, so we'll have to get that going as soon as possible. Once we're done doing that, we are going to get rid of that. It's pretty ugly, but it should still do the trick. Now what we're going to do over here is, I can see a little bit of a gap through here, just through here. So what we're going to do is we'll have a levee run through here, and then we would like this to be a proper 4 blocks high, something like that. I think, yeah, that is 4. This is gonna take a lot of precious logs, but it is absolutely critical that we have this. I'm gonna try and get this to over here as well. Yeah, something like that. All right, so I am not going to say that it's the perfect fix, but I'm pretty sure it will do the trick. Pretty sure it will. All right, so we need to get a path on there. This is going to be important. Can they actually reach that from here? I don't think they can. That is a bit of a situation, isn't it? All right, no problemo. We'll just add another little block in over here for them to do. So, oops, it's something like that. Yeah, that'll do. That should do the trick. Well, it's a little bit more. It's actually a lot of wood that goes into this. Okay, so obviously we're not going to be using that. This one is right over here. We are adding this one for more carrots. Beautiful, lovely, loving it. Okay, so this is just future planning. We are going to add 2 more inventors right over there for now. I would also like to... Okay, we got that one. Good. Medical bed right there. We have an injured little beaver. That is bad. We don't want that. Don't want our little beavers to be injured. Right, so what I'm going to do here is just get this one done, and maybe 2 more of these. Not that big of an expectation there, but it is quite important. But this right there, we need to get those going. That's also going to allow us to start on this. I'm going to put this as a top priority. Probably not going to be top priority for very long, but yeah. I would say this is starting off as a pretty decent initial start. It's looking good. We are doing pretty fantastic, to be quite honest. Now let's just add a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. Stuff it absolutely full to the brim with oak trees. Now once again, the oaks give you 8 logs each. That one's still going on strong. I think we need to just stop these. Perfecto. Yeah, that's great. Now let's just give them some time to get those done over there, and then hopefully we can get going on these as soon as possible. I've actually done a little bit of a test run, and it's quite hectic when these here fellows start filling things up for you and you've got nowhere to go but just running away from that absolute horrible flood of bad tide. Now, if you do enjoy these videos, feel free to leave a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to the Crunchy Captain to become part of the Crunchy community. We are at 2,100 and something, I can't exactly remember, subscribers, so you are all absolute legends, and I absolutely love having you here. So, on that note, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.